All right, so this is crash 500. So the breakdown of this chart, okay? So if you look at the price action right now, you might just say that this price is, pushing to the upside, right? Um, so look at the price movement, making those higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and you'll be expecting another higher high. But the thing is that I have something here which you have to take note of. So we have a strong trend line starting from here, to this level, okay? So if I should zoom in again, you can, sorry, zoom out, you can see how far that trend line is. So you should know that this trend line is likely going to hold this price to the downside. So instead of continuing those higher highs, we are likely going to have the price drop again, okay? Push down again. So because the overview of this price action is to the downside, okay? The trend bias is down, okay? We are looking at more of this crashing more to the downside, okay? So now if you zoom in, so that whenever you are breaking down your chart, you don't just have to look this way and say, okay, the price is going to the upside, you are going to be buying. No, you have to zoom out to see where the price is coming from. That's price action. You practicing price action, okay? You need to know where the price is coming from. With that, you now know the current price to be able to speculate or predict the next price movement, okay? So you don't just look at what you have here and you just conclude, okay? So looking at our trend line, it's likely that it's going to the price is going to react to that trend line because of the movement you already see in the price. Push up to the trend line, rejected, go again, rejected, and the price is currently going to that trend line again. So I entered my trade right now because I wanted to take the whole movement, okay? I don't want to miss out, okay? Because you might be expecting this second movement because of the candlestick patterns we have here, okay? You might be expecting that movement to hit the trend line again, okay, before reversing to the downside. But sometimes it might not hit that level. So because I have capital or equity that can actually hold this pullback, okay, so even though the price pull back to this zone, I know that I will not be kicked out because I have the enough money to hold those pullbacks, okay? So that's why my stop loss is likely going to be somewhere here, okay? My stop loss is likely going to be somewhere here. So and there's no way, okay, if this price will walk the way if this price is going to respect this my trend line, that means it's not going to break to that level, okay? Before then the spike should start coming, okay? So we had the first spike anyway, so we're expecting more spike down to the downside, okay? That's for just looking at the daily time frame, watching how the price is being the movement of the price, and speculating the direction. So but that's not just the only thing we do, the only analysis or only thing I'm seeing here. So if you look at this points, you know that we have a level here. You can see from here we have this level to this side, okay? And you see the price have been respecting that level, okay? Served as kind of um, resistance there, and it serves as resistance here, serves as resistance here, okay? So and at this point it's serving as resistance again, and that's the current price, okay? That is our current price right now. So I'm still seeing a confluence between my trend line and my resistance line. So that's why I have kind of confidence that this price is going to drop to the downside. So now that's bring me to there's someone who asked the question, or who was kind of complaining of something in the comment section, via having this fear whenever he wants to place a trade, okay? He's always afraid of losing out, okay? So the truth is that fear comes when you know little about whatever you are doing. If you know little, you have no knowledge, or you know just little about whatever you are doing, you are going to be afraid, okay, doing that. So I suggest do more research, okay? And also backtest. When you backtest a strategy, okay, you are building confidence, okay? You are building confidence over the strategy. So if you backtest a strategy over and over again, and you see that you always come out with profit, or you maybe 70% of the time, or 60% of the time, or 80% of the time you come out with profit, then that strategy is a good one. So you won't have this fear whenever using that strategy. But the problem fear always creeping is when you are using random strategy, or you are just trading, you don't even know why you are buying, don't know why you are selling. You should be afraid, because you don't actually know what you are doing. But if you know what you are doing and you have built that confidence over and over time, so you discover that those things, those fear will not be coming in. So you need to work on that. So let me just put in my line, which is the, so you can see I have my resistance line in place now. Okay, so point, so I have it in place on daily time frame. So all I need to do now is to switch to um 4 hours time frame to see what is happening on 4 hours time frame. So if you look at 4 hours time frame, we are having this um let's see if it's the channel or something. Okay, so we have this, the price respecting this line, so, and also this. So probably what you are going to be watching now is if you are not entering now, okay, because I'm expecting that the price is going to start dropping from here, okay, from that zone, okay, or the price start dropping from this zone again. So these are the two zones I'm targeting, okay, using looking at my uh 4 hours time frame. These are the two zones where the price is likely going to start dropping from. So you either go for that, the first one, or the second one. Okay, let me just maybe go down to 1 hour time frame so that you get this. So I have my lines already. So the first entry, the first point I'm expecting this price to start dropping is likely to be here. Okay, the price might start dropping from here. Okay, or that is the second entry should be here. That's my second entry. So first entry, second entry. Okay, so, and basically this is for high risk taker, which is at this zone. Okay, that is exactly why I entered my trade right there. So I'm kind of waiting for the drop. I don't want to miss out because it's just looking so sweet. Okay, the price action is looking so sweet to the downside. Okay, so even though we are having something like W pattern, which you might say, okay, this is a W pattern, the price might complete the second leg of this W pattern. Okay, so but know that the trend is the king. Okay, the trend is always the king. Zoom in out completely. If you go to a higher time frame like daily time frame, you are going to see that the price have been down. Okay, the price have been down. So, and the price is currently now at our trend line again to the upside. Okay, so probably that trend line is very strong, so it's going to hold the price from pushing more higher to the upside. So that's why I have this confidence that the price is going to start dropping, okay, at that zone. Okay, you can see let me still go down to maybe 15 minutes time frame. So let's see if you have any price action around there. So the first price action why I entered that trade is this particular candlestick. I want you to see that. That's why analyzing trade on phone is always so difficult. Okay, now if you look here, I had this bearish engulfing candlestick right here. Okay, that's what I saw, thinking that the price is going to, with that candlestick pattern start dropping. Okay, so but we are still watching and waiting. So that's the for risk taker, that's the entry for risk taker like me. So if you want to be more conservative, or you don't want to lose out on this trade, then you wait for the first and second entry. Okay, so we have for risk here, risk takers. That is why let me use red there. So now here is the first entry. Okay, that is the first entry, and here is the second entry. Okay, for this, so you have to watch out on this crash 500 for today. And it's not just going to end today, because probably going to before both for the week. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the price dropping for the week. Okay, the price dropping, continue, pushing to the downside for the week. Okay, so that's that for chart breakdown on crash 500. Okay, on crash 500, that's the chart breakdown. It's very simple. This one is so simple. There's no much work on crash 500, so that's why it's not going to take time to break. Remember, I went to daily time frame. I discovered that the price is currently at my major trend line right here. So, and prices are kind of approaching the level because they have reacted recently to the level. Okay, so if you look here, that's the price reaction to this level, so which means it's still valid. When you see the price reacting to this kind of level, you should know that the level is still valid. So you see the price push up, reverse from there, and it's pulling back, a kind of retracing to that point again. So I'm expecting the price to start dropping from that point. So I've already marked out my entry number 1, 2, and 3. So you just have to pay close attention and take the trade at each entry. Okay, if you want to go for the entry number 1, you go here. That's entry number 1. This is the entry number 2, and this one is for risk taker like me. Okay, so you just decide where to enter. Okay, when you are selling, you should always apply proper risk management. Okay, check out the amount. Make sure you're not risking more than 10% of your trading capital. Okay, make sure you're not risking high. So you should know your risk attitude and how much your account can bear. Okay, you don't want to lose out, lose the whole money in your account. So you need to be very careful while taking this trade. And how to regulate that, you have to use a proper lot size. Okay, don't increase your lot size to some levels. Okay, so you know that you are going to hold the trade for a very long time, so you need to use a lower lot size, okay, to avoid blowing your account. Okay, so remember that this is subject to change. Something can actually happen and the price can keep pushing up. So there's no analysis that's 100% I need to tell you. So that's why risk management is very important. So for the fact of kind of giving you the breakdown of the charts, it doesn't mean that it will always play out that way. Yesterday breakdown played out and it's so successful and we are happy, but that doesn't mean that every day the breakdown will be dropping will always be accurate. So you need to always pay close attention to your chart, and also make some necessary changes if you see any reaction, candlestick pattern, or anything like that. Okay, so that's for this one. I hope you enjoyed this. Bye for now, guys.